All right, welcome to our project. We are the Provo Plant Profiteers. We chose the Landscaping Invoice Tracker project, and our group is the Accelerators. This is Megan Thorne, Christian Harmon, and RJ Jennings. Okay, so how to use this workbook. The user can input the type and quantities of materials purchased, and everything will automatically adjust. That includes the prices of materials and labor. And then the totals for each material and grand total are also shown.
Steve Austin is on the cover sheet for obvious reasons. We wanted a symbol of strength, of confidence, and we felt that Steve Austin fitted that description perfectly.
And there's a tree. Alright, and then here's our billing information. This is where you can actually change the values to change information. So if you were to go to quantity, if I were to type 2, for example, enter, well, there's an error because that is not profitable, and we put in a function to make sure that we're getting profit off of our project. So we'll retry that, 22, and as you see, I did it wrong, 22, and as you see, everything adjusts, the total price, labor, and materials. Same with hours. We can change the hours of how long each product would cost to install. If I were to put 7, for example, price would go up. We have profit based off of a percentage, and then tax is also based off of a percentage. If we were to go into the functions, for example, we have absolute references, some let's see, if we were to go to revenue, you can see the percentage of profit we make. It's an if statement. If we, depending on how much money it costs in labor and materials, we're going to make more profit off of the project. If it's a bigger project, we'll make more. So yeah, we've got average, some min-max equations, we have some data validation, and we have a ceiling function so that every quantity will round up, because it's hard to buy quantities in like decimal fractions, stuff like that. And then of course we have conditional formatting to show some of the most expensive materials and more expensive labor costs.
So this is our price breakdown chart of the various landscaping materials that were used in the project. Based on the given inputs that we put in for the chart, based on this current job, the most expensive material was juniper, followed by yucca, and then followed by slate, rounding up the rear. So those were our 3 most expensive materials, and there are a lot of other ones here. And these would all change given on the various quantities, but the price would remain the same, assuming the economic conditions don't change. So yeah, the chart just outlines the percentages of how the materials are priced. This is our member contributions slide, and this shows who did what.
We all worked very hard, and yeah,
I feel like we deserve a good grade.
fun project.
Thank you.